everybody and welcome! I'm Blue-Hearted Embryon and welcome to my rule video for my eeveelocke. Now, my eeveelocke is, well, a series that I'm going to be doing very shortly on my channel, but if you don't know what an eeveelocke is, that is cool because I'm now going to quickly run through what an eeveelocke actually is. So an eeveelocke is basically you play a Pokemon game, but you have a few added twists. If you have ever seen a Wonderlock, it is very much like that, apart from the fact that it has another extra rule, which is that you have to only use Eevee evolutions. So basically, this is just me playing a Pokemon game. Well, in my case, it's Alpha Sapphire, and, well, giving myself a few rules to go along with it to make it more interesting and give it a bit of a twist. So, my twist is, to do with the rules, which I'm now going to run through. So, all these locks, like Wonderlocks and Egglocks and eeveelocks and wedlocks and whatnot, they are, basically you playing Pokemon games with a few rules, and my rules, I have 5 specific rules, which is, number 1, my Eevee evolutions must be the same level or lower than the gym leader's highest level Pokemon. So, I've written down all my level limits. My first level limit is 14, my second is 16, my third is 21, my fourth is 28, my fifth is 30, my sixth is 35, my seventh is 45, and my eighth is 46. So, they are my level limits for my gyms. So, there's 8 gyms, so there's 8 level limits. So, if a Pokemon of mine crosses that level limit, then I must put it in the PC, and I'm allowed to take it out only when I've beaten the gym with that level limit, and my level limit increases, then I'm allowed to get that Pokemon out again. So, my second rule is a very common rule. Well, the first one was as well, but the second one is even more common, which is if a Pokemon faints, it is dead, and it has to go in the PC and does not come out for the rest of the series. Now, this is just about an essential rule in any lock, and it's going to be hard to say sorry and say bye-bye to some of my Pokemon, but you know what, it's just, if I didn't have this rule, it really wouldn't feel like an eeveelocke. It would just feel a lot more like a normal Pokemon game. So, that is the second rule. The third rule is that only Eevee and its evolutions can be used, which is, again, an essential rule for an eeveelocke. So, I can not use any other Pokemon, and I cannot catch Pokemon. But I'm only allowed to catch some, like 1 or 2 Pokemon, but we'll talk about that later. So, number 4 is an interesting rule, kind of a rule that I kind of tried to mix it up a bit with this rule, which is I can only use 1 healing item per battle. So, if I have any healing items on me, and it doesn't matter what effect it has on my Pokemon, but I am not allowed to use more than 1 per battle, whether it be a gym battle or a Elite 4 battle or just a normal battle, anything like that. Like any type of battle, I'm just only allowed to use 1 healing item. And number 5 is no HM slaves in battle. So basically, like I said, I'm allowed to catch 1 or 2 Pokemon, and those 1 or 2 Pokemon are the HM slaves. So if you don't know what HM slaves are, probably most of you do, but they're just basically Pokemon that help get through things, like they use Surf, or Dig, or, Cut, or whatnot, all that jazz. So they just help you get to places. So that is basically what HM slaves are. So I'm allowed to have them, but I'm not allowed to use them in battle. So I'm only allowed to use my EV evolutions in battle. So that is just about all the rules for my eeveelocke. So those are the 5 main rules in my eeveelocke. I hope you will all enjoy the series. It's coming very shortly. So be very excited. And I am super excited. I hope you guys are too. So I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.